Ew. What's up, guys? Corey Schneider here. Just wanted to do a quick video with you and talk about the new year and some goals, things I'm excited about, and why you guys should be freaking jacked. And hopefully today you were mapping out and writing down specific goals that you want to conquer and achieve for 2014. This is our year, baby. Let's do it. And so I'm going to go over with you guys a few techniques that have really helped me, ways to powerfully write out your goals and not only write them out but execute in achieving them, because a lot of people will set New Year's resolutions, which is honestly just a wish. It's like it doesn't mean anything unless you write it down and have specific things you want to accomplish. So I'm going to go with you through those steps of how to write it out and how to apply it. Okay, so when you're starting out, the first thing to do is you want to make sure your goals that you're writing out are something you really want. Okay, it can't just be something that sounds good to you. And what I mean by that is when you're figuring out the goals you want to achieve for 2014, it has to be consistent with your values. Okay, and what that means is you have to pick a goal that is something you really are passionate about. Okay, that's where your value comes in, because if you're just picking a goal that sounds good and you like the idea of it, it's not going to work out too well. So that has to be congruent with your values. So find out what your values are, and if you want to develop new values, really put a lot of thought into that. But if your goals are congruent with your values and your passions, it's going to be that much easier to grind down, do the work, take the action to get that done. Okay, so that's step one. Step two is when you're writing out your specific goals, and we're going to get into what goals you should write out, because it should be more than just financial goals. It should be more than just career and money making goals, because I'll get into that in a second. So hold on, let me step back. The second one here is your goals. When you're writing them out, you can't contradict. One goal can't contradict the other. So an example is if you want to make a yearly income of, let's say $50,000, or a six-figure income, $100,000, and another one of your goals is to, in the next year, purchase a house that costs $750,000. That contradicts one of your goals. Okay, you can't make a yearly income of $100,000 and then want to go purchase a house for close to $1 million. It contradicts each other. And if you have those goals written out, there's a type of thinking that will mess you up. It's called non-integrated thinking, and it sabotages all your hard work you've put into your goals, because that thinking will tear you down, and it will make your thoughts all flawed and everything. So it's really important to have your goals congruent with each other as well. Okay, so your goals need to be congruent with the values you have and your passions, and it needs to be congruent with each other. Okay, third one here is getting into what type of goals you should be going after. There should be a financial and career. There should be spiritual and ethical, physical health, mental health, social and cultural, the social environment you want to create for yourself, the culture you want to be around, as well as mental education, personal development and all that type of stuff. So it's pretty much 6 areas of life you should touch on, and really focus on each one of those areas and write out specific goals. I mean, right to the details. Like if you're in financial and career, pick the house, your dream house you want. Where it's at, where it's located, what it looks like. Visualize yourself being in there, smelling it, smelling the different things around it. So it's that real, and it has to, every goal you create under those categories, make them as real as possible and keep that vision, and that's what's going to keep you grinding towards achieving those. Okay, so the fourth point is write a goal in a positive instead of a negative. A lot of people will go into their goal setting and start to focus on what they don't want to do, of what they did in 2013. They focus on things they don't want to do rather than the things they should be thinking about accomplishing. Okay, so when you're writing out your goals, that's getting into the next point, is these need to be written out, but when you're writing them out, they have to be in a positive way of writing it. Okay, because it's amazing what our words do on our subconscious mind and conscious mind, and the subconscious mind wants to it just it it's a very efficient tool, your mind, and you can either utilize it to help your success, or you can kind of ignore it and not think it's that big of a deal. But the way you say your words, how you say it, determines if you're going to carry out that goal. Okay, so with that said, when you're writing out each specific goal, write them out in saying I will. A lot of people say I want to do this, or I want to achieve this, or I want to accomplish this. What I do, and what plays on your subconscious mind and conscious mind, is if you're saying I will statements. It's way more confirming, and your subconscious mind wants to do what it's just like, it just automatically acts and wants to do what you say. So if you say statements like I will create this amount of income, I will be in this house, I will do this, it confirms it more with your subconscious mind, and you're that much more willing to put in the action to do what's necessary to complete that goal. Okay. Next one here is make sure your goals are high. Make sure they are big goals. Like, reach for the stars. I mean, do anything. And with saying that, you do want them to be realistic, but you want to have that vision and you want to go for that dream. You want to have that in your back of your mind, and it's really important to have that. And you kind of get on the more realistic end, which gets you to those long-term end goals by doing the daily actions that you need to take. So there's long-term goals, and then there's daily goals, and your daily goals are going to get you your long-term goals. But when you're writing out your long-term goals for the year of 2014, go big, baby. Like, just send it. Dream big, write it down, be specific, and then get on a program too, which I'll talk about in a second, of a daily action steps, which are your daily goals that you commit to, and the compound effect will be in place. It will start to build, and those long-term goals won't seem so unrealistic, because if you're just focused on the long-term goals and you're thinking of that big house or this car and all of that, and then you have all these steps to get there, you get overwhelmed. Okay, so you have that in the back of your mind, you maintain that vision, and then you focus on the day-to-day things you need to do. Okay. And the most important thing is, I kind of said this already, is you have to write these down. I've just been mapping out my whole 2014 all day to day. Boom. I know that might be backwards, I'm not sure, but written it down, all 6 different categories of my life. Okay, because you want to achieve not only success financially, but physically, mentally, spiritually, all these categories, socially. Write out the specific goals and get ready to take action. Okay, so with that said, that's pretty much all I have to say. Is the main thing with that is, once you have those written out, there's a process to taking action and doing these things. Okay, you can't just write it down like, yes, I'm gonna be good, my subconscious mind is just gonna act and do it all. No, in order for that to happen, in order for you to take action, you have to wake up and you have to read those goals every single day. You wake up in the morning and you read them, and with saying, I will accomplish this, I will do this, I will do this, and you read that every morning and you read that every night, while maintaining the vision of those goals by feeling, by using your senses and your emotions to feel what it would be like to accomplish all those things that you have written down. So maintain that vision, read those out loud to yourself every single day, and it will start to be implanted into your brain, and you will want to do it. And as far as waking up one morning and feeling unmotivated, or going to bed feeling unmotivated, or down, or getting some negative thoughts in your head, by saying this every day, by confirming that with your subconscious and conscious mind every single day, that negative thoughts will disappear. It's like reading a book. As soon as you read a book, if you're down and you get some more value and knowledge going into your system, boom, you're wired. You're like JoJo the Circus Clown, ready to go tear some stuff up. Okay, same thing with this, except it's with your goals, and it will keep reminding you what you're working towards and why you want to get there. Okay, so with that said, guys, that's my tips on goal setting. I highly recommend you get plugged in with a group of people, get a mentor, get a part of a community that can help you achieve these goals as well. Okay, so you don't want to take these goals and show it to Joe Schmo out on the street that doesn't have the same vision as you, or a family member that might not say the same thing, because you want to keep that positive side of your goal setting in your brain. it might sound a little weird, but you don't want to share these with anyone. You want to share it with a community of entrepreneurs or people, a part of your team, your business. You want to share this with a community that's going to build you up and will hold you accountable for what you've set here. Okay? So with that said, get plugged into a team, get a mentor, learn from people that have what you freaking want, and have them hold you accountable for this. And before you know it, you'll be on a gravy train with biscuit wheels, living the dream, sitting on a beach, sipping back a cold one, whatever it is you want to do. This will give you the freedom. Just apply this, and you'll be golden. But anyways, thanks again, and talk to you in the next video. Peace.